How's it going, guys? Roy Robles here from Zigwheels.ph, and today, well, we're heading over to a Honda event, but not just any Honda event. HondaPro Jason is going to be there. If you don't know who HondaPro Jason is, I guess you guys haven't been down the Honda rabbit hole just a little bit. This guy is all about Hondas. I mean, the content that he creates, the videos, and I consider myself as a Honda fan. So right now, we're gonna head on over to check out the Honda Meet and Greet, Honda Car Meet right here, organized by Honda Cars Philippines and Trap PH, because we want to show exactly what type of, how Philippine car culture is, specifically Honda car culture is in the Philippines, and I know you guys are very interested on how it is. So there are a couple of cars on display right there, especially the latest and greatest from Honda Philippines. I even think that they'll be displaying the Honda Civic Mugen Type R there, if we can get through city traffic right here. But yes, I'm very excited to see how this works out, and I'll see you guys right there. By the way, if you still haven't noticed, I am driving one of my favorite cars from Honda, the Honda City Hatchback RS. I think you guys have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 times of this on the channel already, and I can't stress enough how much I love this car. The simplicity it offers, the versatility, the utility, everything about it. It's just an amazing car to begin with, and even more so once you start to modify it. If I would probably get this, I would keep it bone stock. In order to retain its value. But hey, I mean, as long as they can still keep on borrowing this car, I will, so that I can feature this on the channel even more. So anyway, back to their trip, and I'll check back with you once we get to Alabang. Alright, so one thing I should have anticipated is parking. So if that's any indication of how big of a celebrity HondaPro Jason is to Honda fans, that's it. Parking is really difficult here, but I'm sure it's going to be so worth it. All right, so we're finally inside the pavilion here at the Philinvest tent. And as you can see, we've got tons of Honda eye candy right here. Modified Hondas, even the Honda Civic Type R Mugen. This is just the tops when it comes to the current performance cars, performance lineup of Honda. And of course, outside, fans are treated to Honda Philippines' newest, latest, and greatest vehicles. They've got the Honda Civic HEV, Honda CRV HEV, and even some good old naturally aspirated ones as well, such as the Honda BRV, Honda City Hatchback. It's pretty much the same one as that we've driven all the way here, but that one has the modular package. We've also featured that on the channel as well. So inside, we're gonna do a quick walk around of all these vehicles in here, and this definitely tops for me. I wish I could go ahead and drive this soon, but this is sold at a very limited run, and I understand if they don't have anything to lend it out to us. But just looking at it is just amazing. Guys, right here, this car is the car that started it all for Honda. This is the Honda N600 or N360, depending on the market. For the N360, the reason why it's called N360 is that initially it had a 360cc engine under the hood, powered by a 2-cylinder engine, while derived from Honda's motorcycle division. They've modified the drivetrain and the engine for it to fit inside a car. And can you imagine how small this is?
That's what she said.
It's this small. I mean, I could probably break this one, probably step on it as well. But the thing about the Honda N600 or N360 series is that prior to that, Honda's more primarily known to make motorcycles, and that's what they're best at. And that's why they decided to create this one right here. N stands for Norimono, which is a direct translation to car, or a sedan, in this case a car, because that's for them to differentiate their motorcycles and cars, hence the N600. Such a beauty. I mean, just go ahead and savor in this beauty. Now we all know about the Honda Brio. Yes, the Honda Brio, the lowly, old, small, tiny Honda Brio, and we've actually reviewed that on the channel and featured it multiple times already. Now for the uninitiated, of course, you would know that the Honda Brio looks like this, the back. But the first generation Honda Brio, actually introduced right here, has this. It was way before we actually been featuring cars on the channel. They released this, and now the first time I've seen the Honda Brio, I think it looked amazing with this glass hatch right here in the back. I mean, what other car brand offers this kind of level of detail, this level of thoughtfulness in their design? They actually gave this small hatchback, their most affordable car, this particular design detail right here. I mean, you got a glass hatch. What? How and why? Right, one of my Honda dream cars here is this. Not just from Honda. One of my dream cars, period, full stop, is this one right here. It's a Honda CRX. The Honda CRX released back in the late 80s, but by the looks of it, with its boxy design, its nice curves, definitely looks like a car straight out of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Speaking of Grand Theft Auto, believe it or not, Honda CRX is also one of the most coveted cars, not just by potential owners, but by people who really, really, really like this and will do anything just to get it. You know what I mean? I mean, because just look at it. It just screams badass. I probably wouldn't be parking this late at night somewhere. This, I wish Honda would somehow bring this back in all its glory. Even if they electrify it, it's fine, as long as it has this particular design. If they can do it with the Honda N600 and Honda N1, I know they can do it with this one. Even a hybrid, I mean just a hybrid. Let's bring it back, Honda, please bring it back. All right, so the Honda CRZ, a car that Honda went ahead and crafted and inspired out of the CRX. Everything about it, from its front wheel drive to its boxy cutoff design right there in the back, hatchback, it's a CRX. However, when it was first released, I believe in 2012, 2011, correct me if I'm wrong, here in the Philippines, it was released, it was a hybrid, yeah. The CRX was a hybrid, and not a lot of people were actually very appreciative of that fact. People thought hybrids were slow, hybrids were boring. Well, it's 2025, and electrified and hybrids have basically just taken over everything down the road. I mean, check this out. You've got these sharp lines right in your front and an amazing looking smiley kind of grille right here. And same as the CRZ, or should I say, same as the CRX, you got this really cut off design right here in the back. The sloping roof line, creating some sort of moving effect as a hatchback. This particular glass design, which, like I said, has been taken by the Honda Brio. You got LED tail lamps here, really way ahead of its time when it comes to performance or actually fun cars. If they release the CRX, should I say, if they release the CRZ right now, believe you me, this thing will definitely sell more than hotcakes. I mean, at that time it was priced way below 2 million pesos, just a bit above 100 million pesos. To have a car like this, which you can actually just drive along without having to think of any other people. This is a fun car. Then of course we got the Honda S2000. The Honda S2000 is just a beast when it comes to handling and performance. I mean, like the Mazda Miata, like the Mazda MX-5, this one was meant to be definitely a track assassin, something that you use to attack the bends, go ahead and push the corners and all that. But unlike the Mazda Miata, underneath this has a very, very capable engine. You've got this. You pretty much have the Honda Type R and Honda Civic Type R engine, but instead of being laid out in a transverse manner, they've mounted this longitudinally so it can push the drivetrain and power the rear wheels. That's right. This is a legit sports car. And to this day, Honda has yet to reveal a successor to the Honda S2000, because how in the world would you improve on perfection? This, ladies and gentlemen, is the closest thing to perfection when it comes to Honda vehicles. Rear-wheel drive, two-seater, Type R engine. It's hard to beat. All right, so we'll do a little bit of checking out on the outside as well. I mean, you've got the best of the best builds and mods right here inside the pavilion, but I want to check out the outside. I mean, sometimes there are a couple of unsung features right there that people may have overlooked, all that. So we'll be taking a look at the outside and see what other cars they have in store, what the fans have built. Of course, let's not forget Honda's current lineup of vehicles. If the Honda CRZ was way ahead of its time, this one right here, the Honda Civic EHEV, and it's definitely a winner. Undoubtedly something that people are looking for. The Honda Civic EHEV, it's a front-wheel drive Honda Civic. Pretty much the same as the turbocharged Honda Civic RS, but this time it's got a hybrid engine under the hood. Now, a couple of my media friends have already driven this in the past, and I haven't just yet, so I'm gonna have to wait my turn before we can drive this thing. Then we've got a Honda CRV EHEV. Honda Philippines was surprised that this sold as well as it did, because people are looking for this car. People are clamoring for more stocks of the Honda CRV EHEV. I mean, it's like having your cake and eat it too. You get all the space, all the large dimensions of a Honda CRV, all the power, but none of the expenses from gassing it up all the time. In the past, when you used to drive the Honda CRV, when I borrowed it and drove it for a week's worth or so, I was very happy with the performance, yes, but having to fill it up twice a week just for a daily drive isn't something that I'm ready to take in. But here, with the fuel economy of more or even north of 20 kilometers per liter, I see myself actually having to fill this up maybe twice at the most per month, or even once a month. It's just that fuel efficient, and this is something that you might want to consider yourself. But in my heart of hearts, I will always be a Civic fanboy. And we got Real Ryan right here. As I was saying, in my heart of hearts, I will always be a Civic fanboy. It's just that the Civic these days is so big. It feels like an Accord or equivalent if I were to check this out. That's why the Honda City, that's why I featured the Honda City about, 5 times in the channel already. You can check this out in the description box below. All the links to our Honda City content. Because this really reminds me a lot of the cars that we featured right there inside. Simple, straightforward, just a blank canvas for you to build up or destroy, your choice. So we're gonna try to see if we can interview a couple of guys and talk to them about their builds and what their thought process is with building their particular cars.
Hi guys, I'm Alex of Banawe Boy, and I am a car enthusiast and a content creator specifically on cars. And this is our car. This is the Honda Civic Wagon project, and this is actually the Honda Arthea that we converted with a Civic front, and it's a wagon. I mean, it's pretty simple, it's funky. We did all the wheels, the stickers, and the color being funky to be unique in this kind of era, in the Honda era right now. And of course, we have this small motocompo right here. This is a pocket bike that was made in 90s that we somehow color matched with the car and the livery to somehow give that more funkiness. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, hi, I'm Al. A lot of you Honda guys might already know me. And for those who don't, yeah, so I'm into Hondas, and they've said I'm a master, but no, I'm just a messenger. So this is a 1998 Honda Integra Type R. So I've owned this car since 2014. So it's been with me 11 years. It's been running since 2017. So I took 3 years to build it. When I was in college, I used to cut class to go to Subic and watch races there. And one of the races there was, come here, I'll show you something here, was a Asian Touring Car Championship. So as you can see here, these stickers represent the inspiration for this car. We had international competitors in Subic, and I was at that time taking pictures with my digital camera, and it so happens that it was the Petron SRA Integra Type R that was the hero car there, battling against other international competitors there, and it got the second place when I was watching, and I was cheering so loud that day. So really, each time I drive this car, it evokes memories of those moments where, I was so happy because I saw that, we were racing against other countries, and it was in the sack kind of car.
You like the Honda Fit, you like the Odyssey, you like the Amaze, you like the Integra, you like the Civic, you like the Accord, you like all the Hondas. This would never happen with any other brand. And my heart has always been with Honda, so it just made sense for me to create HondaPro Jason to help the enthusiasts and everyone just come together, just celebrate the company,
So what keeps you going day in, day out?
Passion, that's it.
Most underrated Honda of all?
Honestly, probably the Honda Odyssey, the minivan. Check this out. It's a V6, 280 horsepower. It's got 10-speed transmission. It's got an incredible sound system. It's super comfortable. It looks good. It handles well. I mean, it really checks off all the boxes, but people say, oh, it's in the US, they're like, it's a minivan. I don't want a minivan, but it outperforms most of the SUVs. It's more convenient. So I think that's a car people are sleeping on, for sure.
How do you like the Honda car culture in the Philippines?
It's insane. Like, one thing that's really interesting to me is everything's left-hand drive. Even the cars you guys import that are right-hand drive, you convert them to left-hand. I was like, that's like sacrilegious. In the US, we convert everything to right-hand drive just because it's cooler. And here you have to convert everything to left-hand drive. So to see all these Type R's left-hand drive from Japan is blowing my mind. Also, the modifications you guys do to brand new cars, like you buy cars brand new, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm just gonna modify it. And in the US, people are like, I don't want to modify it yet. It's not ready. They're not ready to worry about warranty or whatever. Yeah.
All right, guys, so now you are in the know here at the first ever Honda Meet Manila. It's been crazy. We just talked to HondaPro Jason, and his insights regarding Honda is just out of this world. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Been Roy Robles from Zigwheels.ph. I'll see you guys next time.